So hello everybody, this is American Seagull Predictions, and I'm back with a new video. Today, Democrats are now running dumb commercials against Republicans in 2022. And they're not even, trying to say what Biden has done. They're not even really saying, oh, well, Biden's infrastructure. They're just blaming, Herschel Walker on COVID. This is crap.
Right now, I have something that can bring you into a building that would clean you from COVID as
pushes false treatments. Well, how do you know if they're false? I mean, can't you just question anything? Question that?
you walk through this drive.
I mean, what's wrong with questioning?
It will kill the virus as you leave this here product. EPA, FDA approved.
No.
Controversy over a swastika involving Republican Senate candidate Herschel.
Anti-vaccine swastika? That just sounds like some thing. That just sounds like a last resort. Kind of like how Terry McAuliffe staged that thing to look dumb.
Walker. The photo shows.
Okay, he liked something that's a bit. Okay, this isn't like a Nazi symbol. They're clearly making fun of vaccine here. It says vote Republican. This isn't bad at all. I mean, yeah, you might say, oh, look, he likes a Nazi thing. And I guess he liked this tweet. This is pathetic. I mean,
Syringes.
it says Hollywood resistance because we're not lefties. MAGA. I mean, what's wrong with this? This is just like every other ordinary, probably anti-vaxxer, but doesn't really understand. Anyway, I don't know. The fact that they're attacking this is pretty weak.
In the shape.
I mean, claiming your opponent likes this, follows this guy, that's like dumber than when they staged that, the Lincoln Project staged that thing for Glenn Youngkin. And that ended up going pretty well.
Shape of a swastika.
Walker has failed to condemn anti-vaccine supporters.
I don't really think at this point it's really clear if getting vaccinated or not is a point. I mean, you say get vaccinated.
And is not.
I won't say if he's vaccinated. Based off what I've seen, I think he'd probably be vaccinated. But, again, you can choose to have a vaccine or not. I don't think mandating vaccines is awful. It's not communism.
Not revealing whether he's been vaccinated.
Probably because he doesn't want to feed into your lies and just say, he's vaccinated, but he doesn't care about anyone else. Like if that was the case.
Then I have something. You can go and spray down this product. Do you know they don't want to talk about that?
I think Herschel Walker, COVID's not even really a big case. And by the time 2022 comes around, they're probably going to be putting the pressure on Joe Biden, not Herschel Walker. So it is a pretty lame scheme. I mean, pretty dumb. Now here's another one done by the same American Bridge 21st Century.
We will never give up.
Oh my gosh, January 6th. It's going to be, by the time 2022 rolls around, there's almost going to be more, by, almost 2 years old. People will forget. I know it was a kind of a bad day, but was it really as bad as that libs are trying to make it?
We will not take it.
Actually, maybe for 2020, maybe for 2020 is probably a dark day. But if you're talking Pearl Harbor, 9/11, even maybe those riots from the summer of 2020, those were also pretty bad. Those are actually way worse. Well, maybe that 2020 riot was 9/11 though, Pearl Harbor, the Civil War, the Revolutionary War. Folks, those are way more important than a guy sitting in Patrick Leahy's seat. I mean, come on.
Anymore.
Extremist. know if these are legit Trump supporters, though. Like, are you sure these are, like, legit Trump supporters? I like how he's put Trump's face there. Like, they photoshopped it. And, yeah. Actually, that's not even a real photo. And his Republican allies. I didn't really think Trump really said, go out and start, like, start rioting at the Capitol. He didn't say it that way. He said peacefully. I wouldn't really say it was Trump's fault. Not really. But I think him spreading about how the election was stolen, I think that was more of his fault. But I don't really think he's really truly responsible for January 6th. I don't know. But I don't know. You can't really you can't really predict Trump sometimes. That guy's just sometimes.
Senate Republicans voted to block an...
January 6th is pathetic. Investigating it is trash. And it's clear that people like Cheney and Kinzinger care more about investigating some stupid insurrection that's a year ago that wasn't even really that bad. Oh wow, a few broken windows. And like, oh wow, maybe a few people got in there, but they were just talking to a few police officers. And yeah, I think we've seen a lot worse. Libs care more about investigating some dumb insurrection. Actually, I won't even say it's an insurrection, but it's just trash. Rather than helping out the average American person. That's why they're going to get drowned in 2022. Flipping back to House, Senate, and probably presidency in 2024. Even if Trump might even have a chance, in my opinion. He could probably come back, especially if Biden failing. He could definitely get some of those modern Republicans that just didn't like him. He could just take all the blame out on Joe Biden and just not talk about how the election was stolen in 2020.
Independent commission to investigate the January 6th attack.
Didn't take long for many Republicans to start downplaying.
It's because it's trash that's liberal shit. I'm sorry to be swearing, but that's basically what it is.
And denying it.
They're trying to avoid responsibility, trampling the democratic process. Oh, so you guys want to rig elections too. You really say they're trying to avoid responsibility, trample the democratic process. So you're saying that Democrats are going to try and process the votes in their favor. So, they're literally saying we should go back to how Democrats vote. They're not even letting, like, fair election. They said Democrats process. Yeah, I don't think I trust the Democratic process. I don't really, yeah. And I might not trust the Republican process, but this is dumb. And rig elections in the future. Yeah, I don't think people like Lou Barletta.
The TV footage of those who entered the Capitol, you would actually think
that doesn't even really look like. What is it? It looks like trash.
Tourist visit.
Actually, still believe.
Now, Stop the Steal. That might be. That's not. I don't think that's a good platform Republicans should run on. But vote them out. Actually, you guys are going to be very more likely to be voted out than us. Come on, guys. I mean, 2018, you guys had your chance. Now for time for Republicans to just kick your ass.
Every single chaotic...
Okay, now here's another one. Priorities USA. This one is even dumber. I mean, they literally... basically their whole ad is just Trump. And they're like...
Every single chaotic, disastrous day of the Donald Trump president.
Oh, they're still using Donald Trump. They act like he's still the president here. This is pathetic. Joe Biden's president. Republicans are going to get out because Joe Biden stuff. No one is going to really remember Trump, really. He's just forgotten. And it's already showing. I mean, look at Glenn Youngkin. Republicans had a blowout in 2021. And and tying a political opponent to an insurrectionist to like a Trump of like loyal to Trump like 100% of the time is pathetic.
Reminds
us. People are gonna forget. It's not like every liberal is gonna remember Trump by the time 2024 or even 2022 rolls around. Maybe if Trump's on the ballot, I think it only works when Trump's on the ballot. To be honest, I think only liberals will only get when Trump's on the ballot. But without him not being on the ballot in 2022, that's going to be over for Democrats.
Vote to defeat him was absolutely.
Actually, in the long run, it might have been, but for the wrong reason for you guys. And you guys are still talking about a guy that's been not in office for going to be close to a year now.
Right. Now he's organizing to take over
the U.S. Senate. Mo Brooks, Ted Budd's not that bad. Herschel Walker, Adam Laxalt, all three of these guys really solid guys. Kelly Tshibaka, she might be a little bit too Trumpy. Mo Brooks, well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, he's from a red state. Both of them solid. These guys are all three of these. And Joe Kent, they can't make fun of my man Joe Kent. Paul Gosar, he isn't going anywhere. All these are now, yeah.
For Congress in 2020.
Max Miller, he looks pretty solid.
22. The only absolute to stop Trump is with your vote.
Stop Trump? He's not even on the ballot. Lumped on the ballot. Look, these people aren't Trump at all. I mean, okay, maybe they like Trump. Maybe they want the same ideas, but they're not going to be like, we're going to make sure that that Trump won. I'm not going to do that. This is just a weak advertising.
And now we have to
Trump derangement.
use Republican.
Now let's use the January 6th, which is a year old now.
Last time was just a test run. Donald Trump is.
Are you sure about that? Because I think that Trump didn't even say go to the Capitol.
Now to dictate the.
Also, you get where's Dr. Ross or no?
Of the next president.
Also, I like how you just have these people, but then you're like, we don't care about my man Scott Perry.
In Congress and in states all around the country, we stopped him once.
Trump will be turned.
These are like all a year old.
Show up, speak out.
Also, these are like probably photos, where they just take a photo. These are so like anyone can use them. That's just pathetic. Using it as Trump, I think people care more about what's going on in the country than someone that Trump endorsed. I mean, let's be real. First of all, you're not going to be getting any of the Trump Democrats on your side. Second of all, it's just unappealing. Like, the reason why people voted out Trump was because I don't really think they really liked his COVID response. And he could have, and I just think and he didn't really fire Fauci and like all these other dumb people. So I think it just clear up Biden would probably win. So yeah, but Trump is on the ballot. Democrats are going to be in shambles. They're acting like it is still 2020 with Donald Blump on the ballot. Orange Man bad. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching American Seagull Predictions.